What's up guys, it's Tom here and welcome to the latest Liverpool transfer news video, and you will see a lot of different stories in this Liverpool transfer news video. The main story is that Christian Pulisic could be heading to Liverpool not this summer but next summer, claims a respected journalist Raphael Honigstein, and also we will take a look at the outgoings at Liverpool. Karius is linked with Bayer Leverkusen, Mignolet is linked with Barcelona and Besiktas, Ben Woodburn just completed a loan deal to Sheffield United, and lots of different things coming your way in this video. So if you enjoy these transfer news update videos, make sure to leave a like and subscribe, turn on the bell notifications so you never miss a future video. And Raphael Honigstein claims that if Pulisic doesn't extend his contract, at the moment it looks like that Pulisic is not willing to extend his contract at Dortmund. His contract expires in 2020, so just 2 years from now. And Honigstein claims that Pulisic will definitely leave Dortmund in 2019, and that opens up the possibility of Liverpool doing a similar deal with Dortmund like we did the Naby Keita deal with RB Leipzig. So in 2017, last summer, we arranged a deal with RB Leipzig that Naby Keita will become a Liverpool player 1 year later, and he can stay at Leipzig and play for another 12 months. And why it is very important, I think, for Liverpool to do this is because Chelsea are sniffing around Pulisic, and it looks like that Chelsea, who wanted to bring in other players, it looks like that they are turning their sights to Pulisic, and I think that will maybe spring Jurgen Klopp into action, because we know, and it's very well documented, that Jurgen Klopp is a huge fan of Christian Pulisic. They have worked together at Dortmund when Pulisic was only 16 years old. It was the German Jurgen Klopp who actually put him into the first team and invited him into first team training at Borussia Dortmund. So Raphael Honigstein claims that for Liverpool to do this, it will stop entering a bidding war for a player that Jurgen Klopp clearly loves and wants to work with again. This deal would also appease Dortmund, so they won't lose Pulisic right now, because at the moment Dortmund are in desperate need of keeping Pulisic, because they haven't signed many players who can score a lot of goals. And yes, Pulisic only scored like 5 goals and got 6 assists last season, but next season many feel could be his breakthrough season. And Honigstein says that this deal would make total sense for both Liverpool and for Dortmund, because Dortmund will get to keep Pulisic for another 12 months, but also they will get a decent transfer fee for Pulisic. While on the other hand, if Dortmund just wait 12 months and try to sell Pulisic next summer, they will lose out on a lot of money, because next summer Pulisic will only have 1 year left on his contract. So I think it's the best solution for Dortmund is to sell Pulisic right now. And Raphael Honigstein, who is a very well respected German journalist, he's working for the ESPN and other news outlets, he's claiming that Liverpool are interested in doing a deal with Borussia Dortmund similar to a Naby Keita deal, and I think this would really suit all parties. It looks like that we are not going back for Naby Fekir at the moment. It's very quiet around that transfer situation. We don't know what is happening with that. Pulisic is not as good as Naby Fekir right now, but Pulisic is just 19 years old. Naby Fekir is like 24, 25, and Naby Fekir would help Liverpool right now, but he could break down in the next 1 or 2 years. His knee could flare up, the knee issue could flare up, and Liverpool could lose Naby Fekir for a whole year or even more, and he could never be the same, and Liverpool just don't want to take that risk. On the other hand, signing Pulisic would make sense in a lot of ways, both financially, commercially. You know that Pulisic is the face of USA American football, and of course Liverpool's owners are American, so I think it would make a lot of sense. The sponsorship deals, the amount of fans that Liverpool could attract from the USA market is just enormous, and Pulisic himself is a very quick clever, agile player, and he is a perfect fit for this Liverpool playing style, for Liverpool's identity, because yes, he's only 19 years old, but remember that he had the expectation of the whole Dortmund fan base on his shoulders this last season. He also had the expectation of basically the entire nation of the USA in helping USA get to the World Cup, and in the end Pulisic couldn't help the USA get to the World Cup because the other players just weren't good enough, and it was a massive failure. And I think that really knocked the confidence out of Pulisic a little bit, and you could see that some weeks he struggled at Borussia Dortmund, and Pulisic was required to carry this Borussia Dortmund team over the line and finish in the top 4. It was vital for them financially to finish in the Champions League when the squad and the manager and the Dortmund squad wasn't really working together really, and that required Pulisic to score some important goals under manager Peter Stöger. But now they have and in Germany Pulisic is not just seen as another prospect, another talent. He's seen as one of Dortmund's key players, one of Dortmund's leaders already. And yes, he didn't have a lot of goals and a lot of assists, but remember that he is only 19 years old. He is a teenager. He's not even 20 years old. And how many players have the type of experience that Pulisic has? He already played quite a lot of games in the Bundesliga, in the Champions League. He already played quite a lot of games for the USA national team, and he already knows the pressure of playing for a big club, because in Germany Dortmund are probably the second biggest club, and also the USA is a huge nation. Their media and the pressure on the USA national team players are huge, and Pulisic is one of the best, if not the best, or the biggest stars in the USA. So he is already familiar with the pressures of playing playing under extreme pressure and playing under big expectations. So coming to Liverpool wouldn't be a big shock for Pulisic. But let me know, guys, would you be happy if Liverpool did a deal with Dortmund where we signed Pulisic for like £60 million, but he didn't come to Liverpool for an additional 12 months? And I think this would be the perfect scenario, because in my opinion Pulisic right now is not ready for the Premier League, and he wouldn't play many games. On the other hand, at Dortmund he would play virtually every week unless injured. He could develop, he could hone his skills, he could improve, and 12 months from now, when he's more mature and hopefully his goals and assist numbers go up, he could be ready to play in the Premier League. And Pulisic would be a very vital player, very vital piece of the jigsaw at Liverpool, because we don't have a player who is similar to Sadio Mane in the whole Liverpool squad, who can play on the left wing and who enjoys playing on the left wing, and Pulisic would be exactly the type of player that could do that. James Spears just recently confirmed that Ben Woodburn has completed a season-long loan move to Sheffield United. He is only 18 years old, he's a Wales international, and he already travelled to Sheffield to do his medical. And many teams were interested in Ben Woodburn, Aston Villa as well. The Liverpool decided not to send Ben Woodburn to Aston Villa because they haven't sold Jack Grealish yet, and they are playing in a similar position. So if Aston Villa kept Jack Grealish, and that is the case so far, Ben Woodburn would have only limited minutes. For Liverpool it was a priority to send Ben Woodburn out to a club who plays him week in, week out. And at Aston Villa that wasn't guaranteed, but at Sheffield United that is guaranteed. It looks like that Ben Woodburn is ready for the challenges that the championship will pose. He looks like he's better suited now to cope with the physical demands of professional adult football. And I have a very interesting interview for you guys. Alisson, Liverpool's new goalkeeper, did an interview after his first training session. He came back from his holiday, and he said to Liverpool's official website, "It has been a great day, which I had been looking forward to. I've had a good few resting days with my family, but we all couldn't wait to get the new season on the way soon. It's only my first day day and I feel at home already. I've met some of my teammates and I had my first morning session, but the day isn't over yet as we will carry on training this afternoon. And by the way, did you see Alisson's saves that he made in the pre-season training camp? Liverpool posted some really interesting videos of that on their Twitter feed, and Alisson in particular made a world-class save from Marco Grujić's shot, which was like 3 yards out, and Mohamed Salah and Wijnaldum were just laughing and in astonishment in the background. I love that video. Alisson also said this: although these 2 weeks don't seem like a long time, it's enough for us to be ready for our first game against West Ham. We will play 2 friendlies before this game, and I'm sure the hard work the squad have put in so far is going to help me become a member of the squad as quickly as possible, so that I am 100% ready for our first game to kick off the Premier League in a good way. This initial training session has been useful for me to see what our playing style should be in the Premier League. It also showed me that the team are very well adapted to it and everyone seems to be physically fit. Not to say technically, they are all great players after all. I'm very happy to have them alongside me and be a part of this project that Liverpool have and the great work that they have been doing over recent years. I hope I can help and bring something extra to the team. Alisson knows how vital learning every player's role in the team is to the team's success. So he says, it's important I got to know my teammates as quickly as possible. The relationship we develop off the pitch is very helpful for us to gel as a team. I know Fabinho and Firmino and I'm sure they are going to help me. I've also already worked with Mohamed Salah. The 3 of them will be very important for me to settle into the squad. My first impression tells me it won't be difficult for me here. It's a great squad formed by great players and brilliant professionals. I'm sure it's going to be a great season for us all. Really excited about Alisson and what he can bring to Liverpool. And also, speaking about Liverpool goalkeepers, listen to this: the Telegraph and other news outlets are reporting that Liverpool are willing to sell both Loris Karius and Simon Mignolet before the transfer window closes, so we can get a little bit of money. It looks like Karius is emerging as a target for Bundesliga club Bayer Leverkusen, while interestingly Barcelona and Besiktas are also interested in Simon Mignolet. At first, when I heard that Mignolet is interested in signing for Barcelona, and more importantly Barcelona are interested in signing Mignolet, I laughed it off. I thought that could never be true, but in the end it looks like that they are serious, because these transfer rumors are not going away, and more than like 10 days these transfer rumors have been rumbling on that Barcelona are thinking about making Mignolet their number 2 goalkeeper behind Ter Stegen. I wish Mignolet all the best. He's, in my opinion, not good enough to play for Liverpool, and he's certainly not good enough to play for Barcelona, but that's their decision. And if they really want to sign Mignolet, I would be happy to sell him to either Barcelona or Besiktas. Karius, I'm not willing to give up hope on him just yet, so I think a loan move to Bayer Leverkusen, where he's taken out of the English media, the limelight of the Premier League, would suit him in my opinion. So I think Liverpool should send him out on loan to either Bayer Leverkusen or to a different Bundesliga club. And Spanish publication El País are saying that Real Madrid new manager Julian Lopetegui asked the board to sign Mohamed Salah to replace Cristiano Ronaldo. However, after contacting Mohamed Salah's representatives, Salah's decision was conclusive to stay at Liverpool, and he just immediately signed a new contract at Anfield after that. Oh man, I really dislike Real Madrid now after the Champions League final, so I'm so happy that Salah decided to stay at Liverpool and sign a new contract. So what do you think about all these transfer rumors? Let me know in the comments below, and thanks for watching guys, hope you enjoyed this. See you later, goodbye.